If it remains a hashtag and it remains a movement, then it's going to die. It's got to become a part of our lives, that women should no longer be in silence about sexual assault. It's a crime.
This is a really unusual moment in our history.
There's sort of a magic in the air that's pushing systemic change.
I think that the Academy can bring a little, pressure to bear on agencies, on studios. I don't know who else really can.
Tonight will be a continued message of voice.
Hollywood sets a standard and it helps raise the bar, and it has trickled out into other fields, but I think the focus has to shift at this point.
I've been a feminist for years and we fought for many rights, but slowly it moves.
As long as we continue to support each other as women, Time's Up will never go away, and as long as the consequences remain, people will stop doing what they're doing.
As I become more and more of a producer, it's very important for me to continue to make sure that we hire not only women in front of the camera and as directors, but women as cinematographers and in all the other positions as well. And I think we just have to do that until we don't have to do it anymore, until it's equal.
Generally we need to broaden the conversation so white, straight men are asked to comment on this on the red carpet. Sometimes it works out where men talk about the craft, women talk about the issues, and I think men should be forced to interrogate their identity. Like, I'm constantly interrogating what it means to be a woman, I'm constantly asked to interrogate what it means to be black, I'm constantly asked to interrogate what it means to be a lesbian.
If you study ancient civilizations that have lasted a long time, it's because they put women up in the society, and we held women up, and I think that's something that we can learn from. And I think it's a beautiful thing, I love my mama.
Makes me very excited for the new generations, and I hope they don't forget so they can appreciate the opportunities and they work harder than ever so that we can be proven right, that the female force, it's an untapped potential that can really make a difference everywhere.
There's probably a lot of things wrong with Hollywood, but I stay away from that part, and I don't allow myself to be in places I shouldn't. That's how you fix it. Know your surroundings, and if you don't know, wear a chastity belt.
This legislation needs to be passed. People need to be held accountable for what they've done.
I can't think of what the legislative way would be, but I always think of same-sex marriage as like that was a really they changed the law, and I don't know what came first, but the thinking and the law changed, and the world really changed around that. I hope Me Too has the same effect.
If we can continue to find purpose, and me at my particular age, purpose in what we do, we add purpose, we carry that translated into another way in which we deal with ordinary citizens and young actors and young producers and young directors, young actresses who are coming up.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a great night tonight.